Hey everyone, and welcome to Race City Marine. Today we're going to take you on a tour of one of our brand new boats. This is our 2026 Barletta Corsa 23M. If you have any other questions on this boat or the rest of our inventory, take a look at our contact information down in the description. So this 23M is finished off in winter white. You'll also notice that this has the blackout package, so all of the aluminum rails have been blacked out. For the interior, the primary color is brilliant white. There's also a more gray for the flooring. Now in back, this boat is powered by the 250 horsepower Mercury engine. Definitely plenty of power to get this boat up on plane, and this also features the optional ladder. So you have the release on the left side, and you'll notice the top 3 steps are extremely wide. So this is very comfortable for you to enter and exit with the stainless steel grab handles, but it also makes it pet friendly. So that way you can bring your pets with you and make it easier for them to enter and exit. You'll notice too, at the back of the boat, there's a little bit of deck space here, along with the stainless steel cage and the chain system here. You'll notice with that cage, there's a ski pylon up top, along with the flag holder. There's a central gas fill up. There's also fender holders on both sides. And you'll notice the JBL audio. So there's speakers and you have a transom remote. Now on board this 23M, we have a really nice seating configuration for this boat. You'll notice at the back, we have 2 forward-facing loungers at the moment, and these are both going to mimic each other in terms of their configurations. So you can actually take this a step further. Now you have a nice flat surface. You can also lift up this middle cushion where you do have some storage. It's lined in plastic, so it's going to keep it dry and make it easier to clean. You also have a middle cushion that you can open up on both sides, where you do have some of the access to some of the components within the boat, but you still have a little bit of storage around them. And then you can also flip up this middle cushion here, where you have the backrest that you can lock into place. So now you have a rear lounger. And again, you can do the same thing on this side, where you have that rear lounger by lifting up this cushion here and folding this one down. And you also have armrests too. So you can flip these up, and now you have an adjustable armrest. So depending on how you're sitting, you have that along with some cup holders too. Now, as we work our way to this passenger side, you have pretty much the same configurations, where you have a forward-facing seat, you have an adjustable armrest. You can bring this back to where now you have a rear lounger, and as you can tell, you could have 2 rear loungers on this side, or you can fold this flat, and now you can just have the 1 lounger here. You can go a step further again and have a nice flat surface, and with this cushion down, now you have access to even more storage underneath. So you can place some items there as needed, and then you also have the cup holders too. So a really nice layout. You'll notice too, as we work our way in front of this passenger seat, for the side entry and exit door, there's a transparent middle section, which is the doggy dock view. So your pets can see out of it, but as a driver, you can see through this with the door shut. So that makes it much easier to see, of course, what's in the water if you're pulling up to a dock, and then you can lock this door open and everyone can board and unboard. Now in front of that, you can open up this compartment here, where you'll notice the JBL sub, and you have this leg support. So you have a nice flat surface where you can place items. You can put items up underneath if you want to get them out of the sun, and you just have a nice storage area for any items. Now you also get more storage in the middle tritoon. So this is a tritoon boat. You can fit in a lot of items subfloor. So you can bring everything with you and have them nicely hidden out of the way. Now if you look at the driver's seat, you'll notice it's raised up a few inches to give yourself more visibility around the rest of your passengers. And we have a captain's chair, which is very comfortable. Now you'll notice too, you have the option of doing a bow canopy. The rear canopy here is power operated. You also have your ignition, your throttle with all of your trim tabs and adjustments for that. You have your RGB lighting, so the interior lighting, along with the JBL unit, along with the Simrad screen above that. So you have a lot of vitals that you can get into within this screen, and you can even shut it off, of course. And then you'll notice on both sides of the steering wheel, there's brushed aluminum accents with your courtesy lights. You have panel lights, underwater lights, along with some docking lights. You also have your gauge cluster here, where you have some vitals on this left side that you can scroll through, along with your tach and miles per hour. There's also an adjustment for the steering wheel too, so you can get in a really comfortable spot, and you have some hidden storage located down below as well. Now, going along with the pet-friendly theme, you also have an area you can place food and water for your furry friends. So that way you can have that on board, and you also have a locking compartment above that where you can place some items. Now you'll notice a dome light, and then for your front seats, you do have armrests that will fold down, so you can turn these into forward captain's chairs, loungers, and then all of these cushions are on hinges. They're lined in more plastic, and you can place in some smaller items up front here, like life jackets or any additional items. You'll notice there's auxiliaries, grab handles, cup holders too. Really nice design for the two-tone for the upholstery, and then you'll notice a dual transparent front door, so that makes it easier to see through. Now as we work our way to this massive canopy, when you are underway, the front leg supports are going to be locked in this down position. When you're ready to fold it down, simply put those leg supports up, and then you have two in the rear that you are going to put down. And you'll notice too, again, it's a very large canopy. If you're going under a low bridge, you're trailing the boat or storing it, this is going to make it much easier, of course, to put all the way down. And with the boot on, you can see nice and how out of the way the bimini is. You can also go a step further and rest it right here, so that way you can have it much lower, or you can bring it up to make it easier to walk underneath. So there's a look at our 2026 Barletta Corsa. If you have any other questions on this model or the rest of our inventory, take a look at our contact information down in the description, and we look forward to seeing you all out on the water.